On with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home-field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hard running there. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the... And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. On the run, it's Hill. He's got the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Changing the routes with his receiver. They go play action with Russell. Fires to the middle. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Russell. Look out. And he never had a chance.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football.
They made the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. Third down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened, now setting up fourth down.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick spin on the run.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Shotgun snap on third down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Down by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. Sees a crease. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Right side, it's Rodgers. Snags it, and there's running room. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quick give. It's Davidson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They don't need a bunch on second down. From the gun, looking for a man. Stepping to the right. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
You wonder if being sacked back-to-back like this affects the confidence of this QB. His mental toughness now is going to get put to the test.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Smashes through the tackle. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes that Alabama offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball no score.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Running the red zone. It's Hill. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Throwing Russell. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that cover.
Touchdown, Alabama! Excellent pass by the back on the option. On to attempt the try.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. On the move, it's Davidson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
He's got it down the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, and let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Makes the catch, it's Johnson. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, you know, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physical...
Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to try to get it himself. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Going with the ground game left. There he goes. Enough to move the chains. He's at the 40.
Hell no!
At the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Tells to run, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Long way to go on second down. Wants to pass. They're all over it. Slings it downfield. With the catch, it's Moore. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. And the timing just a hair off.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Left side is Preston. Sprinting away. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Clemson is quick to the line. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Keelan Russell. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Third and 6 yards to go. Keeps it himself. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Sets his feet. It's Russell. Setting up the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
Well, they try to dial up the screen pass on 1st down, seeing if they can catch the defense rushing upfield, but they stayed home. They had their eyes on the football, and they create a negative play.
Making the adjustment on the play. Russell. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
4th down, Russell. Fires to the middle. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they makes a grab and room to run. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And I love it, man. Go right back to work. Give the ball right back to. It's kind of like in basketball, man. When you got a shooter who's hit a few shots, you're like, okay, I'm giving him the ball to make sure he gets another shot. Had a touchdown pass. Now come out on this drive. Let him throw the football around the yard again. Having a great start to this football game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Escapes the pressure going right. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Turns it on in midfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Making the adjustment. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Russell from the gun on third down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Right side, it's Burrows. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Left side, Wesco makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Dropping back, it's Denson. And his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. So now on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Keeps it moving, it's Hill. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. The screen, and watch out! Turning it on! They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 10 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Buckeyes who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
Can't get him to the ground. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. We'll see if this dude can keep it rolling. You know, 3 Alabama running backs have won the Doak Walker for the best running back in the country. Derrick Henry, Najee Harris, Trent Richardson. Throw in Mark Ingram, who won a Heisman. He might be able to add his name to that illustrious list.
And we could still throw people in there, too. Sean Alexander, we can go back even further. Alabama's always had great running backs. And when your name gets mentioned with those guys, you talk about puffing out your chest and knowing that you've had a day or a season or a career when you get mentioned with those kind of cats.
Running to the left. Might have a chance. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Keelan Russell. Still looking. He'll pull it down. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat.
Open field on the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Russell on play action. Buying time to his right. Caught. Touchdown, Bama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Breaks into the open. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Russell gets rid of it. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Rushes on, and he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And you got to give this pass rush credit, man. They've gotten to this guy multiple times in this game, and you can just see in his body language it's already affecting him. On that last throw, he threw it off his back foot, and that's why it fell incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Got the back over the middle. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things you have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Still looking to his right. Lets it fly. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Davidson. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. It's Denson. He's got the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Finds the tight end. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Rolls right. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection.
Well, that ball landed incomplete, but you saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
Under pressure. Finds his back in the middle. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Clemson will send the punt team out. Kick is in the air. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Taken down right away. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Second and long here. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Runs through a tackle. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that third down.
They punted away on fourth down. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance, and the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown time. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. That's his third score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Burrows. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Wide open downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Clemson jumps to the line. Drops back on first down. Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Wants to throw again. Out wide left, it's Davidson. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I like the idea defensively here, too, now. You got the lead. It's the second half. You can play more zone coverage. Trust your athletes on the back end to break on the ball and make something happen, like they did right there, forcing the incompletion.
Got it. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
From deep, it's Rodgers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide ready to roll on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride him again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Rodgers. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hill. Plows through the defense. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
3rd and 6 yards to go. On the move. Got enough for the 1st down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. They go play action with Russell. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
They're all over it. Buried before he could blink.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the return, it's Rodgers. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Turns it upfield. Finds a crease at the 20. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Moves to his right. He'll pull it down and run. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And you could hear the collective sigh from the crowd and the excitement scrambling for that first down. Big 4th down conversion, but this offense has still got to put the gas pedal down and keep going fast.
Quarterback changing the play. Throwing Russell. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Finds his man on the RPO. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Got a little space. Could be an alley. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
I think that's a good call offensively, Reese. You're sort of in no man's land at midfield. You've got 4th down, and you believe in your guys to go and get it done on the ground. They're able to pick up the first.
Were you at all surprised by the decision to run it there?
No, not with their personnel up front. Just the way that these guys have sort of established the tone in this game.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Looking to throw, it's Denson. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And now they are... powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He makes the catch at the 10. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Keelan Russell can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Quick completion on the out. Runs through, man. He might have some space. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Russell. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. At the 20, he's got space. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Whip it out to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. To the air, it's Russell. Bought a little time, lets it go. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set.
Booster!
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've got the lead here in the fourth. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Burrows. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.